Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Paul. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense takes the field. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day.
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped in Italy, first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Rides the back on the option, the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Sam Houston State's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Luck. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for room, it's Lacey. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Makuba. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll operate out of split backs. Makes the quick grab. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes it on the run. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. This time he's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Finds his man down the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, it's locked. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kennesaw State right back to work. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Hauls it in. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
Quick release by the QB. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a man. It's locked. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Makuba. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense or at least prevent a score here late in the fourth. Unloads it left. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal.
And coaches love having options late in the football game. They put a nice drive together, and those 2 timeouts allowing them to stay balanced late in this game when they got to have points.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Never a doubt. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. On the move from inside his 5. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season.